Hey, I want to make this quick video on how I farmed my Headhunter. I farmed this yesterday, probably more than 24 hours ago at this point. This was making this video, like I said, like a day late, just because like I went to sleep, whatever. Like a huge like 24-hour stream. But yeah. So how did I farm this from start to finish? I got out like a Sunday night / Monday morning. A little bit later than I would have liked, but yeah, Headhunters this league, as you can see, are way more expensive than they usually are. I think on Saturday they were like 130, 120 divines, which is like 50% more expensive than they usually are. So yeah, besides that, yeah. So I got like one day late than I was expecting, but here is how I farmed it. So I have my Google sheet right here, of course. It'll be linked down in the description below. So I started with this day 1 Legion strat. This is something you can still do, where essentially just out can go on Legion and use a Legion on your map device. You can use a Jungle Valley if you only have 2 Watchstones. If you have 4 Watchstones, do it in Dunes. But yeah, the points, these Strongbox nodes are not needed, by the way. You can take these out. So like without the Strongbox nodes, this is like 120 passive point tree or whatever, 118 really low points. But yeah, do get Dunes when you can. Dunes tier 16 is really strong, way better than Jungle Valley. But Jungle Valley is okay with 2 Void Stones. As for favorite slots, you do have like 5 to 7 favorite slots. I've had some people ask me like, how do I sustain these maps they can't sustain? So let's go over how you sustain these maps real quick. So every single map you run, you have to run 20% quality with chisels. You want to alch until it's like 75 to 80% quant. And you also want to use 4 sextants. Just apply 4 sextants, right? Like it doesn't matter what they are, just use them. And yeah, that's pretty much it of how you sustain your maps. Make sure they're all dunes. You don't need a connected map, just make it all dunes. And yeah, I mean that's really it. Of course, yeah, also have single focus. So hopefully that helps you sustain. I definitely had a few questions about that, and make sure you have all these map nodes, of course. But yeah, I had no issues sustaining. I was even selling my dune maps for profit. At like 7 favorite slots, I believe, and eventually I got 9 favorite slots. It was even more sustained. But yeah, I started with 4 maps and I ended with like 70 plus maps when I was done with the farm. Really easy to sustain. But yeah, so this is what I did first. Cheap Legion might be doable now. You're like 4 or 5 days into the league now, right? So this strat's better than this one. But yeah, it depends on the price of Polished Legion Scarabs. Polished Legion Scarabs in this league are really overpriced. I don't think it's really worth it at 15 chaos. At like 10 chaos or below, I would definitely use Polished Legion. But yeah, just keep that in mind. If you can't buy Polished Legion for a good price, definitely do this strat. Really good. As for other strategies, kind of depends. Ultimatum is kind of bad, as we found out. I wouldn't really run this anymore, so this one's kind of outdated. Expedition is still always good, but you kind of need a strong character, so keep that in mind. We're going D&D real quick. But yeah. So yeah, do Cheap Legion or Expedition Legion if you can handle it. Day 1 Legion is still good if you're just starting out. So yeah, that's how I farmed my initial currency. Then I got a little bit of MF gear, so I got like 39% quant or so. 36%. I was like 41% with Biscos actually. Then I started doing MF burial chambers. Now this is how I made, at this point, probably over 150 divines, just doing MF burial chambers at really low quant. The reason why you don't need that much quant this week is because the lead mechanic is absolutely insane. Semi MF might be the move late game. We'll have to find out. Maybe I can do full MF. But yeah, the lead mechanic is insane in both ways, and both the currency it gives and both the damage and health mobs have. So you need a really geared character. Keep in mind, I didn't start MFing until I had like 60 divines in my character put in. So do not try this if your character is weak. You will just die over and over. You need a strong character. So yeah, I did this until I got Headhunter, and I'm still doing it. I think Burial Chambers right now has the best value. So maybe in like 2 or 3 days I'll change. But yeah, as of right now, Burial Chambers is the best map to farm for MF. If you're not MF, don't do Burial Chambers. You're not gonna get the doctor to drop. Just stick with like dunes or whatever. But yeah, so I did the 8 mod strat. There's 8 mods standard. So one thing is, without Headhunter, I had to drop Beyond. So without Headhunter, you just drop all these Beyond nodes and you should be fine. Beyond made the maps way too challenging with the lead mechanic. With Headhunter, I can now do Beyond, but yeah, if you don't have Headhunter, just take them out. Outside of that, the tree is exactly the same. So if you want to know what I use, I just use this. And for questions, you don't need to use 8 mod sextant. This is just optional. You can just favorite any map for profit. So I was selling burial chambers and dunes for profit, for example, like 5 to 6 gas each. Actually pretty valuable. Yeah, so you don't use 8 mod compass, and you'll change out the 8 mod compass for magic pack size. And if you're not doing beyond, you change out the beyond compass for 100 traders or anything else. It doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, that's pretty much all it. Nothing special here. And this is how I farm my Headhunter easily in like, I think when I started farming, I got in like less than 10 hours from start to finish, starting with like 20 days of currency. But yeah, that's it. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll be sure to maybe answer it when I get back, or if not, just join the stream. I'll answer it immediately. But yeah, and it's in this league. But yeah, that's the whole video.